Yellow, yellow, yellow. This is of course NinjaHitter26, although not really 26, I'm 30, but tags is basic. So just want to say welcome to those who have not played Warframe. Great game, and I'm just gonna do a dub space basic if it doesn't allow me to do it, so I have to wait. So show a quick revenue of what my characters are. Single layouts, not too bad. It's the one I kept there. Okay. As well as other ones, such as this guy here. Just to select. Very Celtic, right? And of course, Bumblebee-ish, you know, or Mass Rider for those of you who've seen it before. And then this here. The capabilities of this game is amazing. That's a color I probably should have used before, but it's very nice. And then the basic concept of what it originally looks like without any customizations. Okay, well, let me fix this customization real quick. Give them something dark. There we go. Then of course we have, let's see, my lovely lady Mag. Showing there's different customizations for those of you curious. It is based on an RPG based game. Oh, that's for good old Broncos right there. Bronco season. Yeah. Okay, as well as going here, my Saltavia. But she's not a bad. She's a music fighter. Once again, RPG. Customizations, of course, based on color. Sigil says there's weapons. Always great there. Basic, as to say. Yeah. Basically didn't do anything with her. It was mainly I haven't given any dirt colors, but I could, which, you know what, let me kind of set her up real quick. We can also do it randomly, give us a nice little outlook layout. Sometimes you get good colors, other times you don't, but in this case we're just gonna give her something that's flamboyant, you know. So how about we give her this color? There we go. Alright. And then we have Wukong. Kind of like the Monkey King, to a degree. Yeah, different colors there, sets, pieces. So not blue alike. But wait a minute. Let me go back to my main, because I love this guy so much. Alright. I'm gonna do a few missions here. Also, the clan name is Void of the Negative Zone. So for those of you who may have this and have not in the clan, you're more welcome to join my clan. We're a very laid-back group, also hard-working, going quite strong, as you see. I have to give credit to those who've been involved. You know, of course, like in this case, Mr. KB Blaine, Lulu Love, Ava Lafayette have been very strong supporters and helping me out, as well as Jen and Jordan. Another applause and Air Jordan. We lost a few, of course. Kelazar Dash, Mr. Alexander Hamilton. But other things going on here. Of course, the range of the dojo is quite large. I won't show that at the moment. So we're just going to go to a mission, a basic one, of course. And we're going to select. Let's say we do something this simple. We're going to do a defense mission. Yeah. And once again, this game has been out for quite some time. And it started out on PC and then transfers to PS4, which is one thing is a plus. This game is free. So, you know, I'm going to get on that for the PlayStation users and or PC users, because it's very fun. Now, from you saying, so you can craft things, you can make clones of yourself, but of course, this game is a very sponsored grinding game, so whatever you want, you have to work for. You can buy Warframes, you can buy piece, parts, weapons, costume, design, layouts, the whole 9 yards. You just have to have a lot of dedication, and like Mr. Miyagi, you have to have a lot of patience. It's got a lot of Easter eggs as well. You just have to search for it. This place, the mission I'm doing is pretty much a defense mission, so I'm gonna have to go to the detailed location in order for me to defend, which isn't hard, but of course with my level is and with weapons I have, I can pretty much survive it alone. You can play this game, you know, alone, solo, or you can do it with multiple people. Depends, but it also depends on the levels. The levels are hard, and it's hard and doable depending on what level class you are and what specific warframe, because each warframe acts differently. They all have elementals. So for those of you who see, let's say for example, excuse me, like the 5 Deadly Venoms, very old school classic martial arts film. A few of you who may have seen it. It's something to the means of that, but in an intergalactic, interstellar way of travel. They have areas where you also can use what they call a Donata, which is your archwing, and it enables you to you kind of go space bounce. So you go through missions on space as well as underwater too. It just all really depends on, you know, keepsake of what you're doing within the game. Storyline is great. It's deep, as well as you being able to coincide with who you have. Your Warframe is considered like a very mobile version of let's say like a more vindictive version of a Power Ranger, but also like a very mobile Gundam suit that's flexible. For example, I can pop in and out of my Warframe, thus the name and title. Depending on how strong your character is, it can last. Transference. This would be me here, you know, in a sense, and I could just, you know, get a distinctive wave here. Yeah, so it's quite nice. You can use this character here, this is your operator, to encase on multiple things, but also you have to go through stories in order to acquire this. Each thing requires a level up and or action to do so. So with that being said, and you'll get things working right, and hopefully it's very enjoyable to those who actually try it, because this game is quite fun. I would not lie to you, 100%. So it takes a while to get used to it, but if you have the right people that come along within missions to help you along, after that's a piece of cake. This is not one of those easy go-through missions at all. I would say, like, every mission is always going to be difficult, but you acquire resources that you can use to craft items. And once you craft those items, depending on your Warframe and who you may select, also can help you out further on. Depending on who. I just messed up there. But depending on who, you can have abilities, specials, more as a Kamehameha, ever since I'm at a level that's not as strong. Depends on how it works. In this case, it's quite easy, so I can just go through here, not as much as I need to. Which requires backflips as well. Rolls, dodges, airborne, and such. Yeah, I can't even get that right. Okay, there we go. See? So considering that, you know, there are ninjas, and the few that I showed in the class earlier in the video, Ash is technically the only ninja within Warframe, but there's a lot of also fixes there as well, which works to a degree too. I would love to play music to it, but since they won't allow me during broadcast, it kind of sucks a little bit. So you gotta deal with it. Of course, that didn't work if there's no available enemies that I see within the AI. This is kind of an overkill, but just to show you all what you can do. One of the abilities that you are gained with, and I love using this gun. This is more like a souped up. It's like a miniature shotgun, but with the capabilities of like revolver ocelot. So kind of take the idea of a handheld shotgun mixed with a very strong revolver, preferably Desert Eagle. And then so you can also upgrade your weapons as well. And I'll play through this mission so you all can see which game when you defeat it, which I probably should do a different one. But since this is based on my sigil and my alliance to a specific cult and or alliance to a group that's either down to help destroy the world or help save the galaxy. So they have relays that allow you to go against other players as well as trading other items for platinum, which is currency in game, but in order to purchase platinum you have to actually have real live money to purchase it within a Warframe game and or a PlayStation Network site. In this case, pretty much defending this Warframe in a cryogenic state from being destroyed. And I'm inside a snow globe, which is the ability of my Warframe, which comes as frost, the freeze. My favorite with him is, I call it the, I'm gonna call the river, well, the ice dance, considering that it's a long treadmill full of charge. Such as that. And then lastly is pretty much the rate meter, but I have to get more energy in order to do that. Just randomly, very great game. Of course, take some time to get practice with certain ones. I prefer to use this weapon personally because it's an easy one-hit kill, considering how strong it is. And this weapon is strong enough to defeat an enemy with a level 32, from level 30 to 57. And it takes maybe 3 or 4 pack hits if there's any levels higher, which the levels do rise larger within survivals, which can last forever as long as you like it. If you can survive it, you can do it. But also weapons. Multiple choice between swords, machetes, cleavers, bows, nunchucks, anything you can think of size. You can use it, you can wield it. You can also do that as well. Yes, I eviscerated the guy with 1 slash. Like, he's gonna die. Oh, he just shot it. Can't have that. Can't have that happen. We switch out. Look at that. Yeah, so he's gone. I do Rambo. Wave clear. Kind of simple. Kind of punch as you go, so to speak. This is the little fellow here that we're protecting. He's just sleeping peacefully like a baby as we're fighting and shooting thousands of hordes. And yes, this has bullet piercing, so I can go through shields. 2 shots show that. So it doesn't really require, depending on how strong your weapon is. And processing the critical, those are mods you see in the screen. You can add that to your Warframe to increase your vitality, your strength, so you can last longer during battles, especially against the harder enemies. And for those of you seeing, I apologize for my gameplay being twitchy. I know I have to have a reflex-based gameplay analogy, like that will require more. But my weapon requires a puncher and slash mod, so the more damage I impose, the more shots I gain in. I hate it, man. And you can also do stealth attacks as well. But see, I feel this just teases the, the kill ratio. I just wanted to be straight on and straightforward. This may be the last one. No, I have 4 ways remaining. Let's see, AI helps greatly. And the plus part, if I didn't have the AI, if I wanted the extra, let's do this. We're gonna go to here, which is my selection of what I have. I can throw this guy out with the shield off screen, which works for me, and I'm gonna throw this person out. My phase, as you see, it's replicating a clone. I can replicate a clone of myself, which is of my former creation, to help me along battle, and it goes based off your recent player stats that you use with playing with the character. So whatever, if your character's modded out at max at all weapons, the weapons that you have chosen for it will allow that AI to play based on how you play. It's aggressive, if not that aggressive, to very being slightly extroverted, depending on how your gameplay is or your game style, play style. Of course, it's overkill, but I'm kind of giving an example of what what this game is strongly capable of. Games you guys with DD are great, amazing. If others can lead this by example, to me, this is a perfect game if you like interstellar travel and within the realms of unknown galaxies. I highly recommend it. It is one of my favorites and shall be and always will be on my wall. Now let's get into it. No, I love that. See, that was another wave. That was pretty much a knockback. Wave is cleared. That little guy above me is a taxon. That's the actual companion. You can have a dog as well, but I choose to leave my dog like Yelios in a stasis, considering that, if you leave him out, it's more like kind of, you remember, for those of you who remember Tamagotchis or Digipets, Yeah, it's like that. You take care of your animal. You don't have to feed it necessarily. Unnecessarily, I mean, you just show it attention. You make sure his health is up. If you don't show attention, if you're not on this game a lot, your dog does lose, or your companion, in this case being a creature, does lose health after a while, and completely the animal can die. So if you're not on this game for like 4 days, and you tend to log back on, and you don't put your animal in stasis, there's a chance you can possibly not have him. He will die. You can take the blueprints of the DNA that you did and create him to make another one, but it'll always be a different one. So if you have one that you've taken a long time to get used to, or you like Lassie, it will take an effect on you. You kind of get a little sad, like, wow, I just, let my dog die, but I forgot to put him in stasis, he or her. But like I said, once again, it all depends. It solely depends on, how you play it. Oh, and apparently, okay, that's an enemy. But I can post them in different areas depending on where, but that person's going to stay still. I need to put my clone of my former self, my former frame, and she can stop moving. See, look at this, awesome. She has the power of telekinesis, which you allow to pick the 3 characters in the game, and that's awesome. You gain more along the way. You can grind for these warframes as well, depending on the stations or the levels and or what resources are needed. It just solely depicts on if you have a trustful base of teammates that will help you get these parts, or you can possibly acquire them by other players, but they will try to be shy. Just like a bootlegger in the hood, they get you CDs. There are people on this game that will give you a nice discount depending on the price. They pay the price to get what's right, so to speak. We can run it 2 ways now. This is the funniest part here. Ice shark, but my AI killed it, so I just wasted that much energy. Let's see. Going through. See, that's gone. Nice boost there. So far, so good. Now the best part I could do to show you guys the effect of this ability, I can put this here. I'm able to have 3 snow globes at once, simultaneously. They run about maybe 52 seconds to a minute and 30. So I can encase and control the battle if I want to, such as this. Yes, it's a knockback effect as well. So in this case, I have 3 areas. The center that blocks it, they can't shoot inside of it, but if they're from inside the globe, they can shoot from within it, if that makes sense. It's pretty much a very impenetrable shield from the outside. But on the inside, it's the reverse effect. So I cannot shoot those enemies whatsoever as long as they're in a snow globe. But if it's inside of it, any abilities that I have regarding ice and Arctic, I can still use, and it'll be into my advantage. Maybe I can work for my effect. So I don't have any more energy yet. I have to find some, which is quite difficult considering that chaotic and not really many enemies are dropping what I wanted to drop at all. But that was a perfect headshot there. See, nothing. But I'll take that. That will work. That's actually, overall neuroptics is pretty much a part, like the mind, the brain for the Warframe that I have not gotten yet. But I didn't tell you. Back them up. See? Works that kind of fight. And this guy's just walking slow. Just can't get to it. Just cannot get to it. And sleep off. And just like that. Get to finish the level and be happy, and this is what I've gotten just from beating that level. Vitality, pressure point, melees, what you can use. Weapons I have, the top ones, you can rank up as well using other weapons. But being a short thing, me blabbering out the mouth, I hope you all enjoyed this. Like I said, for those of you who already played this, you already know what's up. For those of you who haven't, it's something to get into. I wouldn't say force it upon yourself, but just let it grow on you. If you let it grow on you, I guarantee you will have such a great time playing this game. The customizations are off the charts, as you see. Now if I wanted to customize my character, I'll show this. You have such a long roster of things you can use. You can mesh the facial features of your character, man and woman, which I've done just a little bit to give it more detail. And then the eye color, suits. I mean, the whole 9 yards, depending on what you feel what your character look like. So it's very, very amazing, I would say. The primary color I can select it to be, let's say I want it to be, that's my sigil, see? I do it as that, you know. Make it kind of dark, you know, ish. My scar sigil, see? I can change a lot of things, but you also get this within doing a lot of missions. Trust me, it takes a lot. Like I said, once again, depending on what you want your character to look like, give it detail, you know. Just get crazy with it, have fun. That's all that matters. That's all the whole deal is to have fun. Okay, in this case, when I get out of here, this will be the area that I reside in. I can have the hood on as well, but this will point to have a hood on. It's like, you know, future says mask off. Fuck it, mask off. And I can run and whatnot, but if I want to go back to my character, inside Warframe, just like that. Just like that. But once again, guys, this is Derek, or in this case, NinjaHitter26 signing off, saying you all farewell, have a good day, and always game smart and always have fun. Later.